What's up, everybody? We're live. This is Beard Laws podcast episode 36. It's the 36th time we've pretty much said the same exact thing. We just changed the number like every single one. Logan's here. Logan's on time. He's not. He's wearing a shirt. I know he's really pale, but that's an actual shirt that he's wearing. It's just really white, and it's got a fancy pocket. And it would be a terrible one if a pen exploded in that one.
Yeah.
So we're going to hit you guys with a quick intro. Then we're going to get back. We have an exciting episode. We have AdriantheAlien from TikTok. And we have, for the Creative Corner, a special guest, Ben. So you guys have seen Ben dominate on the Tuesday trivia. So now you guys get to see a little bit other side, see what he does for his business, and a chance to hopefully get him some work. So you guys can get some amazing prints on your wall. I know I've checked them out, and there's some stuff like it, but there's nothing like this. It's amazing. So let's hit you guys with the quick intro, and let's get into this.
Let's do it.
Episode 36. Let's go. All right, like we said before, this is Beard Laws episode 36. Another pretty mediocre show coming your way. And Logan on time, amazing. Dave, every once in a while.
Eat it, Dave.
Eastern Standard Logan time turns into Logan on time. Doesn't happen a lot.
No, it's rare.
But he made it here. Like we said, we have AdriantheAlien from TikTok. He's all over TikTok. He's on Instagram. He's on YouTube. He's everywhere. And we have Ben in our Creative Corner that's coming up here in just a second. And just want to do a quick little announcement. We've had the Instagram contest with the T-shirt design number 11. And now they are actually available on beardlaws.com. If they're not available right now, I can't remember if I pressed the button to put them. But if they're not available right now, they're going to be available tomorrow. Or we can actually make them available. So if you guys want to check them out or purchase one, I believe they're $15. And thanks, Madeline Janelle Art, for putting on the contest. And she's
awesome.
And doing the designs. Usually she's here for the Creative Corner. She had a scheduling conflict, so she can't make it. So you're stuck with us a little bit more. So it's either a good thing for you guys or it's a terrible thing.
It's better than going to jail.
It is. I guess. I don't know. I've never been. Shout out Squeaksbeard. What's up, Mark Jones? Hey. Kind of like the Kool-Aid man. And I'm actually rocking a beard scent from Woolly Wizard. This isn't like a paid thing or anything. I got some oils from them, and this scent from Woolly Wizard smells just like cherry Kool-Aid. You take that pouch out, or the containers, that little powder, smells just like it. I don't know how they did it, but they're wizards, and they did it, and it's pretty cool. So we're going to hit the quick little intro, and then we're going to get our featured artist Creative Corner in here. Hope you guys are ready. Hope Ben's ready. I know he's ready. He's always ready. Let's go. Wow, that was cool, huh?
That was
yeah, that was so cool he can't even talk. All right, so as we mentioned, Ben is our Creative Corner guest tonight. Ben is he's part of the 80K crew. He's from Harrisville, and he's just got an eye for some art. So without further ado, let's bring in Ben. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, nothing. How are you guys tonight?
It's probably good that we're just not here grilling you with a whole bunch of questions that you already know the answers to in trivia style, just making everybody else look bad. So instead, what we wanted to do, obviously we have a Creative Corner. We want to show off some of your artwork and kind of just show you to a different side of some people that probably haven't ever seen your work before and get a chance to check it out. So you guys can see right here the links below if you guys want to check them out, show some love, show some following on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Mayhem, or what is it again?
Model Mayhem.
Model Mayhem. I have 50% of that right. That's not bad.
That's all good, man.
Big Bear Photo. Just Google Big Bear Photo. You're going to get it. And if you want, while we were chatting, I was going to show off a couple of your pictures from Instagram just to give kind of some people a visual.
Yeah, dude.
Let's show it up. So as you guys can see here, this is the Thule Rainbow Falls. And I'm just going to kind of go through and just kind of one thing. What got you into photography? Was it something that you kind of just started? Because like nowadays, I feel like everybody's a photographer. Everybody's got a camera on their phone. You see little kids, instead of walking around with cameras, they're taking pictures on their tablets and their phones. And it's kind of really sad in my eyes. But maybe from a photographer standpoint, maybe it's not a sad thing. Maybe it's a cool thing.
I can see both. I can see both sides of it. You know, I mean, like when I was a kid, I always had cameras, and my parents always had cameras, and I was really into cameras and film. And as it grew into college, and then after college, it grew into a business.
Yep.
But it is exciting to see kids so into taking pictures. But it's also when I'm doing like weddings or I'm doing family for shoots now, and I've got an aunt standing over my shoulder or in front of me taking a picture with a cell phone, it gets a little bit annoying. So I mean, I see both sides of it. It's exciting, but it's overwhelming.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you're not going to be able to take something like this on a cell phone. You know what I mean?
No.
Like even if they're throwing in their night modes and all of that good stuff, it's just not going to happen. So do you remember the first camera that you owned? Because they say everybody remembers their first.
Oh man, the first one that was all mine, personally, just all mine, was an Advantix camera, which was made by Kodak for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And they made these wide panoramic pictures. I had shot with like 35 millimeters I'd gotten from other people before, but that was the first one that was bought for me. Yeah. I did love that thing, but it took crap pictures.
And it's one thing too that is something that you can't buy is just having the eye of the photos. You know what I mean? Like to be able to just see something like this, the camera brings it out, but just having that eye is pretty awesome.
It looks like an alligator.
Jealous. Yeah, I wouldn't, or the Lake Ness monster.
Ooh, that's good.
See what I did there? I just made that up. Yeah. I saw something earlier about they think the Loch Ness monster is back, but whatever. So I mean, we've had some conversation with some other kind of creative folks and stuff like that, and it seems like everybody kind of has that dream camera, that one camera that they wish that they could shoot with, they wish they could own. Is there one particular camera that you were like, man, someday I'm gonna own this?
Oh, like a Canon 1D would be awesome. I mean, like the full investment, the full kit of lenses, everything like that. It's a $10 investment, a $10,000 investment.
Oh, so. I was like $10. I was like, that's it. I'm in. If that $10 come true, I'm buying it for you.
I'll go to the corner tonight.
What's up, CT? Yeah.
CT.
What was the other thing? So I mean, this is almost impossible question because it's just one thing that I try to ask, but. What is one of your favorite pieces or one of your favorite pieces? And it might not have to be something that you personally did. Could have been something you bought, something that you maybe wish you could acquire or buy someday, but just something that you look at that piece and you're like, man, now that's a piece. Maybe it's inspiration or maybe, you know what I mean? Just maybe it's something you've seen in a museum that you'd like on the wall with your Canon.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, like the picture that you got up on Instagram right now.
Yeah,
I mean, like early when I got into photography, Ansel Adams, and everybody says Ansel Adams, but that's kind of like the inspiration of this style picture when I was younger, especially taking that stark contrast of black and white and having those architectural elements that are built into nature. And so if I could own like an original Ansel Adams print, that would be outstanding. I mean, like everybody can buy a poster and that's not a big deal, but to have a piece of original Ansel Adams would be awesome.
That would be awesome. So is there any kind of like piece of advice or, anything that you would you bake too. Well, let's go with that question. This segues in nice. You take photography, you dominate in trivia. What else is it that you do with your free time? I mean, I know personally, but there's a lot of people in here that don't know you. I mean, people are going to be like, oh, Ben, he's the photographer. We can find him all here, but it's kind of nice to put, like more of a like a personable touch to things. You know what I mean? So, tell a couple of people what else you do in your free time because COVID's really gave everybody a little bit more free time.
Oh, definitely, dude. I've always been big into gardening. I mean, like my garden's gone kind of hardcore this year because I've had
kind of hardcore.
Yeah,
that's an understatement.
I've had all kinds of free time sitting at home. I've always been into music. I've played in bands for years and years and years.
Yep.
Not so much anymore. It gets a little bit harder as you get older, and that's a lame excuse, but
it does.
You know.
Just allocating the time and being able to stay up that late and play, all hours of the night and party. And
That's what I mean.
To be a rock star.
You split $200 between 5 guys, and it's a lot of work, and everybody's got kids. And
then you realize, that $125 for 4 hours of going hard is not really worth me not being tired for the next 3 days.
But it's still fun. I mean, we get together when I can. I mean, like, we grew up making like movies with my friends too. That's kind of one of the other inspirations for photography. And, I mean, like, that's still fun. I enjoy watching movies. I enjoy talking about movies.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, I love computer stuff. That's kind of my regular day job. So, I mean, like, that's not that exciting, but I love the idea of it. So, and it's kind of generic too, but.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I'm in the same way. I'm into the IT life. Meg says, "Shut up, Benjamin," and then she smiled with her eyes.
That was my band. I was in a band with Megan called "Shut Up, Benjamin."
Yeah, and you're driving, Meg. Why are you commenting on YouTube right now? Unbelievable.
I got a question. So we know what you're good at, which is pretty much everything that we know you for. What are you bad at?
Oh, am I bad at? Sometimes I'm a big asshole, and not in a mean way, but I can be abrasive, especially to people that I don't know. And I mean, like, I'm still a nice guy. I'm always I'll give you the shit off my back, but sometimes I can be kind of abrasive to new people. So that's kind of a bad personal relation. And
right, but are you a good asshole? Are you good at it though?
I think so. Most of the time.
You're even good at being bad, man.
Yeah, and then sometimes, I mean, like, I could give or take sports, honestly. I mean, like, I have no problem talking about it, and I have no problem watching sports when they're on. But if somebody was going to say, let's play a pickup game of softball or something, I would skip it.
Yeah, and also not just scenic stuff. He also does weddings and model shoots and everything else. If you want to ride your bicycle through the woods and have your pictures taken, he's got you.
Pretty much everything. And like Instagram's kind of like that gets edited and culled, so it's kind of a mix of everything I do. Yep. But I'm like on the other side, you can see kind of a broader mix of what we're working with.
Oh, apparently you're horrible at bocce ball.
I'm the greatest at bocce ball.
Oh, I challenge you to a game of bocce ball this summer. It's done. It's on live. It's on YouTube.
Yeah,
you guys
got
have
it.
seen it. I've challenged them, and we're going to go live on YouTube for one of the most epic bocce ball games that Beard Law's YouTube has ever seen.
Should do it.
We're going to do it.
I'm down, dude. I love some bocce ball.
Beard Law's bocce ball.
We're in. If anybody else in the chat wants to see this,
tournament,
throw a ball in the chat. So, what was the other question? Oh, so really, at the end of the day, at the end of what our segment here, we kind of just like to give you a chance to plug everything. You know what I mean? Like, where can they find you? Because like I said, this is a different kind of market, and hopefully some different eyes on your photography. I mean, there's some people that are already saying, these pictures are incredible. What do you have for sale? Where can they find it? What can they buy? All that good stuff.
I mean, there's a couple of premium sites that I do sell prints directly through, but for the most part, I try and make it available through like the social media sites. So anything that I shoot, I almost exclusively post. If I think it's worth selling, I'll post it at a low resolution, and then people can give me their price points. I try to work with people if they want a premium print on like archive paper, I will make it happen. It's going to cost a lot more. Yeah. If they want to print on an 8x10 just in a simple frame, I will make it fit to their budget. I mean, I try not to be too bougie about it as far as that goes.
Ooh, that's a fancy word.
Fancy.
Yeah, it is.
Good at being fancy, folks.
Boom. But that's what I mean. The same thing with like my wedding pictures and the family pictures and everything like that. I always try and work with people. I mean, like sometimes there's going to be a good family that may not be able to afford one of the big wedding packages.
Yeah.
If they're good people and I like them after talking to them, I'm going to find a package that fits them. So I mean, like, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I mean, like, that's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy being able to kind of skate both.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you can pat yourself on the back all you want. It's a great thing that you do, man. There's a lot of people that don't do that, and I think it's a great thing. So anybody that's looking, if you guys want to contact them on Facebook, you guys can hit them up at Big Bear Photo. Sorry, when I see BEAER, it just naturally says beard. So Big
absolutely.
Bear Photo. Instagram, Big Bear Photo, and Model Mayhem, Big Bear Photo. And if there's anything else that you want to plug away, talk about anything in your style, what you have upcoming, now's the time. Let everybody know.
Well, I mean, it's senior season, so if anybody's got seniors out there that want some senior pictures for next year, by all means, get a hold of me. This is when it gets busy and the world's opening back up, so it'll be a great time to fit those in. I've got Harrisville graduation. I'm shooting that tomorrow. That's
Nice.
That's a gratis shoot. I could try to do that once a year, go down and shoot the seniors for them, and I just because I'm alumni.
Yep.
So that's the biggest thing to this week. Other than that, it's just kind of enjoying summer and trying to get back to normal.
Absolutely. What about senior citizen photo shoots? You have any senior citizen photo shoots?
No, it's been a while. It's been a while, but I'm up for it. You got any senior citizens?
Any nursing homes out there? You guys want to have a photo shoot? I got a guy for hire. Great rates, great package, and his rates are good too. They should do that.
Why not? Why is that not a thing?
It should be a thing now.
People love grandma pictures. You know, like nobody has a picture of their grandma.
Be like, hey, this is your grandma, and this is their new friend.
Let's do this. All right, that's a good idea, and we're not even going to take any of the commission.
Yeah.
All right.
You heard it here first. You guys hit up Ben, all the nursing homes, and one near him up in his area. Why don't you guys reach out to him, and we'll have the first one at a good price. So. Guys, check them out, all the social media. And Ben, we can't thank you enough for taking some time on your Thirsty Thursday. And for anybody else that wants to see him completely dominate on Tuesday trivia, stop over on Tuesdays. Same place, same time, same dude over there.
One of these days, Alice. If we have
Thanks for having me, guys.
If we have trivia on Hubleton, I might have a chance.
You probably would.
Doubt it.
I might study now, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Meg has so many ideas for photography, so that's what it's about. So, Ben, thank you very much. Appreciate you taking the time, and have a good rest of your night, man.
Yep, you too. Thanks, guys.
All right, see you, man. Again, guys, check them out on all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, modelmayhem.com, Big Bear Photo. Does amazing work. Go show it some love. Go give it some follows, and if you want any pieces, anything is out there right now at a low resolution. He'll put it on that high resolution, get it in a frame, get it on whatever kind of paper. I don't know. I only know there's matte finishing because I'm matte, and I think it's more fancy, and I'm not so fancy.
You're fancy, bud.
I'm kind of fancy.
You're pretty fancy for you.
So for anybody else that is here, I'm sure there's a lot of people here to see Ben and make fun of him for being horrible at bocce ball. But tonight's guest, AdriantheAlien, is backstage. So what we're going to do is we are, the lumber snack. He knows. He knows what's up. So we're going to do the quick little video intro. Then I'm going to do a little introduction myself. Then we're going to get him in here. Hi, Mel Nelly channel. All right, let's do this. Where is it? It's this one. As we just mentioned, AdriantheAlien in the TikTok world, the YouTube world, the Instagram world. He's 18. He's backstage right now, and we're really excited. So I want to do this. This is all the social media where you can find him. So let me do this quick little introduction. He's a man who rocks a cross earring better than Barry Bonds. A man who feels no shame sitting on the shitter for 45 minutes while on company time. A man who almost died taking a shit. A man who might have the world record for the most TikToks on the toilet. A man who had to sleep on the couch because of the TikTok Christmas beard challenge. That's my bad, dude. A man who isn't afraid to rock a wig. A man who has had more different style pop sockets. I think that's what they're called. All the things that all the cool kids talk about. Yeah, on his phone than the elementary schools, all in the county. A man who made spaghetti and meatballs for the very first time the day after Christmas and recorded it via TikTok for the world to see. A man who loves to keep it weird. A man who has a hard time figuring out time zone math, turns out. A man who wants to know why it's called boob sweat and not humidititties. A man who has more story times than Mr. Rogers. A man who I can only understand half the time in half of the words because the only words I know in Spanish are taco and cerveza. Oh, and por favor. A man who I'm proud to call my bearded brother, the one, the only, AdriantheAlien. Hey! Look at that beard.
What's up, guys? that was an amazing introduction. That you said things that I completely forgot I had ever done in my life.
Yeah, we do our homework here at Beard Laws, and it was really cool that there was no like misinformation. Once in a while, our research team, has some false information. That happens, but yeah, we take pride, and it's one of my favorite parts of the show is doing the introduction. It just kind of sets the tone. That gets the guests laughing because sometimes a little nerve sets in because you don't know what's in store. So it's like, all right, these guys are okay. At least they started off with a good thing. It can only really go downhill from here. But the whole point of this, obviously, is to, show you some love, have some people that, maybe they see your TikToks and they come over to the YouTube and they're able to ask you a question, see a little different side of you other than a 15 or 60-second clip. Granted, you're all over the YouTube, so they've seen some different sides of you. And some of the stuff you wear on TikTok, they've seen some different sides of you. But, hey, this is their opportunity to come in and another collab. And we can't thank you enough for taking the time to do this.
Hey, man, I'm honored to be here. Obviously, this is the first podcast that I've ever been in.
Ooh! You always remember your first.
Yeah, we're first. That's special.
You popped my podcast cherry. Like, yes. I'm always going to remember you, bro.
Hopefully, it isn't painful.
Let's hope not.
Good thing you're far away.
Yeah. For anybody tuning, if you guys are still in here at 5 p.m., maybe they came a little earlier. We had a little mix up with the conversion time. Turns out neither of us really know time zone math. That's on us. So if any of you guys showed up early, our bad. So first off, congrats, 315,000 followers on TikTok. It's pretty wild. In your YouTube, you're not. We spoke a little bit in Soundcheck. You're not as active. Time is tough to allocate, but you still got a lot of stuff. You got a lot of great content that continues to put up good numbers. So congrats on that, man.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
One question that I always kind of start off with. It's the typical generic question, but why I do it is it's really interesting because every single person that I ask this question has a different story, a different reaction. So here it is. What got you into TikTok? What made you come over to TikTok or start TikTok? See, there's the laugh, so I know it's a good one. Yep.
The beard competition in Christmas.
Nice.
That was my first TikTok. Was in December 11th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was around there.
The beard competition, and it was Iron Sanctuary and Beer Bong John that actually got me, inspired enough to get off my ass and get in front of a freaking, the camera and make some videos.
Love it too, and I'm so grateful because like I was off TikTok. I was on it earlier. It was really weird when it kind of came over, and nobody knew what TikTok was. And then some friends that I met from there were like, "Hey, Fresh Prince of No Hair started this." He called out a guy named Beard Bong John. They're putting stuff in their beards, and their beards aren't as great as yours, and one of them's gonna lose it and all this stuff. So. And then of course Iron Sanctuary, he's like, "Oh, I got 30 something in there." I was like, "Oh, come on, man." So, and it's cool because we became pretty good friends. You know what I mean? We talk regularly, and it's really cool to see that. So, did you see it like on an ad, or somebody else saw it, or did you kind of join the app and you were just browsing and kind of saw it?
Well, see, I've been on the app browsing through things on my fiance's account.
Yeah,
and I just kind of go through the For You page, and that's the thing that was kept popping up over and over. So I followed them too. Those were the first two people that I ever followed. And
nice.
Then I kind of just kept up with the competition, and it got to the point where I saw not just the beard competitions, but also the way that they would talk and do their story times on their videos, and they would do the mirror videos and stuff like that. And then I saw a lot of myself in them and their personalities, and I felt like I could do it too. It's just. Sometimes it takes somebody that's very similar to you to make you think, "Oh, I can do this." You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And something that always comes up too is how crazy the TikTok algorithms work. How they're able to match so many people that are so similar interests. Like me and you, what I mean? We've been talking. We've started to become friends and stuff because of these algorithms. And I can't believe some dating site hasn't offered big money to steal it. Because I mean, the way that they match up, like I said, me and you were similar. We keep it weird. We have the same kind of humor. Iron Sanctuary, Beer Bong John, all of us weirdos. Silly Sai, all of us guys. It's So speaking of that, that was a question a little later on, but I'm going to jump to it now that it naturally segued in. So I was just kind of wondering how you first kind of met him. Seemed like around early 2020, you guys had a little man crush thing going on, and then it kind of went away for a little bit. And I just want to make sure you guys are still okay. I haven't seen as many duet interactions.
With me and Sai?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Sai. He came up on my For You page one time, and then I thought he was funny, so I went on his page because you know, I always give people a chance, and I noticed that he had almost the exact same amount of followers that I had. And then I went to his first video and we started TikTok at the exact same time. I was like, and I sent him a DM. I was like, bro, like we started TikTok around the same time. We have the same followers. Like, you know, like you're my rival right now. You know, let's be rivals. He's like, yeah, I'm down. And we started talking and doing all these things. And then like from one week to the next, I jumped from like 16K to like 55 or something like that. And then he was like, "Oh, dude, you left me behind," and like I'm like, dude, it wasn't on purpose. I'm so sorry.
No, he was like, "You left me behind," and
yeah,
he's got that epic stash. I once in a while, yeah, every once in a while from I use Mr. Stash Rolls. It's a company that actually, you know, like hair curls and hair rollers. I mean, obviously we probably don't. You rock wigs, so maybe you do, but they make them for mustaches.
I'll put it on my blonde.
Yeah, they actually take them. I don't have one right here. You just take it, you roll it up, put a little product, and they stand just like that. It's pretty cool. I'll show you, or I'm going to do a giveaway and get some from him. He actually did a recent thing where he put them all in his beard, like a ton of them.
Yeah,
and then took them out, and it was just curl everywhere. It was like a beard perm.
It was kind of creepy. But
it was
cool
a little
at the
creepy,
same
but
time.
cool. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what right now we're talking about them is it kind of sucks how the algorithm is changing that. Like I'm not seeing a lot of my friends' videos on my For You page, and it's
same.
My friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah, same with me. I have I go through like my search, and I only search for like, you know, like you and, you know, like a lot of those guys that like I always probably like, you know, Iron Sanctuary, Beer Bong John, they don't need or even like want me to go in there, but I like keeping up with their content and still showing some love. And there's probably about 25 or 30 people that are just here, and I'm always every day showing that love. But you're right, I don't see a lot of them. And what was weird too is I didn't know what they got going on or what they were doing for a little bit, but did you start noticing there were suggested accounts?
Yeah.
I wonder what that was, because I'd see them that way once in a while, but
no, the thing is that with me, the suggested people that I never wanted to see, I'm like, no, I don't want these people on my stuff. You know what I mean? Like get away.
The only ones that I ever noticed suggested was Beer Bong John and Greg Runge were the two people that kept popping up were me suggesting. I'm like, yeah, they're my guys. Like I talk to them all the time. Of course, maybe they hacked my texting.
They do that. They went based off of my phone number and they started putting family members. I'm like, no. That's a fat no for me.
Yeah. So what got you kind of into the beard game? Everybody has a story. Mine was kind of just pure laziness for a while, and the fact that I think my real dad somewhere out there was a Sasquatch. And I just had the ability to grow one. And then my mom hates it, so I just continue to keep growing it.
Yep. There you go.
Right,
well,
Mom?
For me, it was the guys. It was the guys. I started growing my beard in the beginning of November. I remember it was in the beginning of November, and then like I would shave it or trim it here and there. But as soon as the guys started coming up with their beard challenges, I just let it grow. I let it grow because of them.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna take it off.
Yeah, we actually have all these pictures of you without a beard. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
No.
I wouldn't do that to you. Are you kidding me? I want to see your reaction. You think I could do that? I mean, we're a bearded community.
You know what? I do it to myself. I sometimes I expose myself like that just to remind people of what of what used to be. And what's never gonna happen.
I get asked that all the time. What do you look like without a beard? What's your chin look like? Well, I don't know. It's been a couple years.
It's not
so
good.
Every once in a while, I'll throw in. I did like the morph video. So I went through and I found some old videos, and it was like, bing, and then I went there, and people were like, "Whoa, it's a totally different person." Well, yeah,
it's not good.
Do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Hey, thanks Alberto for popping in the great comments. So the obviously one of the first videos that I ever saw of yours and commented on, I went back to it, was the TikTok Christmas beard contest when you were in the 1 to 3 inch category.
Oh yeah.
And it does hurt putting all that shit in your beard, doesn't it? You kept going. Look, here's my entry for the 1 to 3 category. It really hurts.
Yo, it was painful. I held back tears. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm trying. The worst one I think I ever did was the Easter one when I had, I forget how many, like 300 and something.
360 or something like
I
that.
can't remember how much it was, but like just the pure pain, like of just being like this. And so that was pretty painful. But you know what was more painful, believe it or not, was a 6-pack of tall Dr. Peppers.
Oh yeah, I seen
That sucked. That was terrible.
I don't know. Did you pull your face down? Did your face?
Oh
fall
yeah,
down?
yeah. It was like this, and like everybody's like, "Why do you look so mean?" I was like this. Just drink Dr. Pepper. And I was like, that's the only face I could make.
Next day, it looked like you had a stroke.
Lost a lot of beard hair that day, sure did. And the funny part is, I don't even drink Dr. Pepper. I don't drink soda at all. So JT hit us up, like myself, the regulator, some other content creators, and was like, hey, I'm going to go Team Coke. And, a couple other people like, so the regulators are like, why don't you and Beard Laws go Dr. Pepper? And then you just to kind of, because things were getting weird in the world. And it was a good thing because I came out flying, was like, I'm doing Team Miller Lite. And I had all this cool stuff. And they're like, yeah, we can't really do the beer content. Even if I have a beer in my video, it gets taken down. Yeah. And I was like, I don't care. Like, nobody sees my stuff.
Oh, man. Yeah,
but,
I hate it when people take shit down like that. It's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny. Then you see like content creators like Snoop Dogg calling out TikTok. I don't know if you've seen that. He got something taken down and it said community violations. And they're like, well, apparently you can't see that green. Can you see this? And he had like a stack of hundreds. And he was like, hey, TikTok. And then he made some derogatory comments about him and his male parts. So pretty funny. And it's a cool little segment he does because he shows a lot of videos of him cooking, which is pretty funny to watch, him cook just amazing.
He's Snoop Dogg. He can do whatever he wants.
He's Snoop. He really can.
Seriously, he can get away with anything, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is a question I feel like you're very well prepared for that I feel like you knew I was going to ask you. What got you making the infamous toilet talk?
Okay, so
yeah.
And my fiance knows this very well, is that I typically spend about 25 to 30 minutes on the toilet. 3 minutes of that is shit.
You're at a time.
At a time.
Oh, I'm with you there. Yeah, I'm with you.
So, like, I'm already there, and sometimes you just see things on your phone as you're scrolling that kind of give you ideas. I'm like, I'm gonna make a TikTok about that, and that's basically how that went down. The first, I remember I saw a meme about I think it was something about relationships, and then I was like, man, well, like, how come it's like that? And I was like, you know what, I'll make this TikTok, and I'm like, welcome to my toilet talk. That was the first time that ever came through.
I think it's gold because, a guy like me, I got some weird stomach things. I spent a lot of time on the toilet. When I was, in the office, you spend those times in there too, company time. That's why the best, there's nothing wrong with the little PTP, paid to poop.
Yep.
There you go. That's the way to see it.
There's nothing wrong with it. And I think it's absolutely hilarious because, you got those people that you even say the word poop and it's like cringy. And then you got people like us, like we love it. Farts are funny.
Do it all the time.
It's just hilarious. I'm glad you got this.
Kind of person to find that funny.
It is, right? Special is the key word, I think. And like you say, you're all about keeping it weird, and I'm all about that too. So if anybody's on TikTok, make sure you follow the hashtag toilet talk. Check it out. You still making toilet talks, or was that in the back?
I haven't done one in a couple of weeks. I even got a T-shirt to do toilet talks. I have it in the room. I just gotta put it on and do it. So just sometimes like I'm sitting there and then I don't have the shirt on, so I'm like, I can't do it right now, and then later on I forget about it. That's one thing about me though. I'm super forgetful. I forget everything, dude. I don't know how to remember things. It's a weakness.
I have to tell my phone. My phone must hate me because I'm always like, hey, can you remember this? Hey, remember this. Remind me to do this. Hey, I really need to do this. Remind me. And it's just like all day reminder. I'm like, yeah, my phone's going to get a cool Christmas present this year. Maybe a cool new pop socket. Do you have any that you recommend?
I got some on my website that has my face on it if you want.
Oh, there. Hey, there we go. I'm not on Team Pop Socket. Are you think they really do help and they're handy?
Honestly, I think they do because a lot of times you want to do things where your hands are at a weird angle and you got the finger grip to help you out. You know what I mean? Like,
What kind of stuff are you doing at that weird angle? I guess I haven't been there yet.
Probably help with carpal tunnel.
You gotta get to the darker part of the
like
web.
this, and then all of a sudden you can do this. Like this is a lot. This is a lot better for carpal tunnel.
On the hand because you don't even have to have a firm grip on it. It just needs to land on your fingers. You know what I mean?
Star Trek was really onto something.
Dude, we need pop sockets. Do you think they make them for iPhone 5s?
I mean, I think they just stick on. You can put one on your forehead. You can put one on your male member, really. I mean,
yeah, you get you get a little bit of length added to it. That's an extension.
That's true. You put it on the end.
Does it pop out like turkeys when they're done?
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, so that's what happened to the Oregon duck one. Come on to you. So you work on big trucks all day. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you're not scared to get in there, turn a wrench. Do you have a dream truck?
A dream truck?
Yeah, like you work on them all day. You talk about, this is a, 19, whatever. Is there one that if you had unlimited amount of monies and you were just like, this is my dream truck, I'd probably get this one. And maybe as even a project, like if you found one and then you know what I mean? Because we all have so much time these days, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But if you had the time and you started working on it or you didn't have to have that job and work, is there one that you would be like, you know what? I really want this truck. Because like for me being a computer guy, you know what I mean? Like I work on computers all day. I used to do networking, stuff like that. There was always kind of like that, this would be my dream home network. This is the computer I really want. So I didn't know, like in your world when you're working on them all day, if you're just at the point where no, I don't want anything to do with them. I don't care. If you're like, man, if I could have this, because imagine like in an apocalyptic world or something, you had one of them big old trucks. You're gonna do big things.
You're shredding through shit. Nothing's gonna stop you. So I mean, yeah, honestly, I've worked on heavy equipment as well. I think if I would get a piece of equipment that I've worked on before, I'd probably get an earth mover, front end loader, John Deere or a Caterpillar.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say a tank.
I would say tank, but you can do a lot more with the front end loaders.
Probably, yeah.
True.
They're more practical. True. But a tank
would move stuff around. You could smash it. You could put attachments in front of it instead of the scoop. You know what I mean?
And you can always mount a turret to the top of a front end loader.
You can mount turrets on just about anything.
Invite your buddy and be like, dude, you're doing the shooting.
Do you think you could fix a tank?
I think I could. It's just when it comes to mechanics, it all boils down to the basics. You just look for the basic, where everything the way is. If you know the way things function, you can go and find things that are similar to the original things that you're used to, and then kind of go based off of that.
Nice. Well, if I get a tank and it doesn't work, I'm going to call you.
Sure.
Go ahead. I'll be waiting for that call, bro.
I'm not going to drive it all the way there because I think that's going to take a long time.
We'll fly it.
But if I have enough money, I'd probably drive a tank across. That's my new life goal. I'm going to get a tank someday if I'm ever super rich and donate a whole bunch of it. But then I'm going to drive from my house to your house in a tank.
Bro, you're going to have to clear the freeways for that.
Well,
I'll clear the freeways. I'll take care of that.
We'll tell the law ahead of time what we're doing.
Yeah. Excuse me, cops. we got a plan.
And we'll put a cool horn on it.
I got this idea, and I need your help executing it.
Yeah, exactly.
And next thing you know, you're thinking that you have a cop escort and the helicopters are following you, but instead they're trying to get you. I don't even know how to load this thing.
Hey, did you guys ever hear the story of the guy that they wanted to take away his property? He ended up like welding a freaking loader with he basically welded a plate around the windows and started going through fucking buildings and cars and shit throughout the city.
You ever seen the videos for that? That's crazy.
Dude, nuts.
That's crazy. That poor guy. He had fought with him for years, and he just lost it and decided to build himself a tank and cause massive destruction.
Dude, yeah, it was crazy. Like there was snipers trying to shoot through the cracks in the freaking windows, and they couldn't get him.
Yeah, I mean, like what he did was wrong, but kind of can't blame him, honestly.
Dude, yeah, they fucked him.
Yeah,
they killed his whole living.
Yeah, they did, and just because they felt like they were entitled to it, the government trying to take his property.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Wasn't it because he lost his right of way, so people couldn't even get to his business,
Yeah.
and he decided that was enough. So
Yeah.
good for him on his building skills at least, because they could not get that.
He
Bad
stuck.
for him because he ended it on
Yeah.
his own in his tank.
Oh.
Yeah, he stuck to the basics. So speaking of that, and that was a big pet peeve of his. You have a ton of pet peeves, lots of them. Because in our research, I go through every single person that we interview, every single one of their TikToks. Found out a lot about you.
TikToks. How did you manage this?
Yeah. It took about a week.
Yes,
That's why I do one show a week. Lots of research. I mean, my research team's really good, and I have a whole team and staff that do it. It's not just me. So you have a ton of pet peeves. If you can think of your biggest pet peeve, what do you think it might be? Because one of my favorite ones was the guy that walks by all the urinals, goes around the corner at work, and then pees all over the toilet seat.
Dude, that's got to be my biggest one, honestly.
Like, obviously, maybe some people are a little trigger shy or something, but it's a pretty inconvenient walk to go in there and like you go all the way around and you can't just lift that seat.
Not only that, but I can understand if they're shy. At least sit down on the seat or lift it or clean up afterwards. Like, fuck, bro. And when I tell you, it's not just like on one part of the seat. These motherfuckers have the walls fucking dripped. It's like they exploded. Like how when you blow up a balloon too much and it just blows up. I feel like there's foreskin and got blown up, and it just fucking blew up.
They're blowing up pee balloons.
It's hard to aim down when it only sticks straight.
Dude, fuck. It's
if you sprinkle when you
got them revved up.
If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie and wipe the seedy. Maybe put a sign up.
Fact.
Please, Jesus Christ. And I know who does it. And I've told them, bro, if you're not gonna fucking piss on the urinal, at least aim for the goddamn water. Like, stop fucking being a pig. Because a lot of times we're in a hurry. You don't have time to clean up your shit to sit down.
Oh, there's no time. You're it's going. The pants are pretty much already off when you're ready to go. And at that point, you're just like, all right, guess I'm gonna sit on old boy's feet again.
Cleaning up somebody else's shit is fucking disgusting. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. At least they're not pooping all over the urinals.
Oh, they didn't say that.
Oh.
No, they're not pooping on the urinals. They're shitting in the seat too sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that happens sometimes. You just can't quite make it. But at least they're not pooping in the urinal. That would be rough. Imagine having to clean that, though.
I was in a porta potty the other day when someone actually shit in the garbage. That was in a porta potty. They shit in the garbage. That was literally 3 inches from the toilet. And the toilet seat was clean.
The thing is that people hover. And then a lot of times it kind of like it has some pressure to it, and it doesn't go straight when you fucking, you can't. How do you aim? You don't. You just hope for the best.
So, how many doors do you think that you've broken just by doing TikToks? I know at least one.
Yes, there's actually 3. The one in the bedroom, I knocked it off the hinges, but I didn't record it. Because I used to have the long mirror inside the room, and I would kick that door and go inside. I don't know if you guys noticed that I changed the mirror to the living room now, because I don't want to kick down the door anymore.
We all know why the band 3 Doors Down came up with their name. They were making Too Busy back in the day. They were making TikToks before it was TikTok.
Yep. Yeah. So there's that, and the one at work. That one was terrible. That one.
That was a bad one.
The mechanism that makes it go and go close slowly, it just completely came off. 3 screws broke out.
Yeah. Did you have to fix it?
I didn't tell anybody it was me.
It's not like it's out there for the world to see. They'll never find out.
If they see it, they're gonna fire me for other stuff before they got to that video. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do know what you mean. I saw them all.
Yeah, true.
Get rid of the guys that are peeing all over the seats and all the other stuff. And how many times have guys walked in and you were making TikToks in the bathroom, and they've been like, fuck's he? Or is it now
Right.
just they're like,
'Cause if they don't-
he's just making one. No worries.
They're
So we'll
used to
come
it.
back.
They even ask me to be in my videos sometimes. And I'm like, yeah. There's a couple of guys from work that I have in my videos, but like I've had a couple people walk in, and then I'll put the camera towards them, and they'll walk right back out. But obviously I'll delete that part where they like walk out.
I like all the ones about your snack references. Those are good.
Oh yeah.
How do you heat up your snack, and then you got the dudes in front of the heater and stuff like that. Those are funny. Those are good, and that they're having a good time, or maybe they're just actually warming up and. You're like, hey, yeah, you're gonna help make me. So let's talk. Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
That's where I got the idea. These fools were standing in front of the heater, like literally hitting up their butt cheeks, and I just said, "Fuck it, might as well do a TikTok."
It's funny how your mind thinks like, oh, that'd be a funny. Oh, that could be a TikTok. Oh, wait, that'd be an awesome. Oh, all right, let's do this real quick. Your brain thinks much differently. So let's talk about, obviously, how your brain was thinking much differently when you decided that it was a good idea to do a no nut until 100,000 followers.
Okay, see, that would have been cool if it would have been my idea.
Oh.
But my fiance told me that in order to motivate me to put more effort towards my videos, that she was gonna do a no nut to 100K. And I said, no, I didn't agree to that. I don't need TikTok that bad. Like we can.
I'm done with it. I'm done
right now. Like I'm done. Yeah, TikTok is history. But she's like, no. You can do it because my fiance has been in social media a lot longer than I. In fact, she started the YouTube videos, the YouTube channels. She's had her Instagram and her makeup page for 5 years now. And I didn't actually start doing social media until this December, which was TikTok, right?
Yep.
So she's been getting like paid campaigns and like brand sponsorship and stuff like that. And she's like, okay, you already passed me on TikTok. If you can get over 100K and start getting, brand deals, you can quit your job and do social media. And I'm like, that sounds cool. But then I was being lazy about my videos, just like here and there, doing bullshit left and right. And she's like, okay, I need you to get serious with your videos. You need to get over 100K. And then she's like, the only way you're going to do that is if no nut to 100K. I was like, fuck.
It worked, didn't it?
It fucking worked. I'm at 300K now in like 3 months from when that started.
Yeah, it worked really well. Let's hope for there's no nut till 500K.
Don't give her any ideas. I think that she's had enough of ideas for me to.
Well, the good news is she's already used that one. She can't use it again.
No, absolutely not.
That's a beard law. Once you do one no nut challenge, you're good for life. Yeah.
What she's doing now she's suggesting that I do I'll shave my beard when I hit a 500K or when I hit I'm like, no, I don't want to shave my beard though.
That's a terrible idea, fiance.
Yes,
I do not support that.
Like I cringe every time I see one of those I cut my beard off videos. I'm like, no, why? And then you put them in my freaking For You page now. I'm like, no, I have to see them.
Yeah, they'll throw that on there. They're trying to say something. Do you see those pricks from Gillette sponsored the Shave It Off challenge?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gillette.
Yeah, I'm calling you out, Gillette. I got no love for you. I called them out on TikTok, and I was like, all right, that's it. I'm doing a don't shave it off. And I was like, all right, they're at a couple hundred. And then next thing you know, they were at like 800 million, and then it just went crazy.
Oh, God.
It's unbelievable. I'm glad they only sponsored it for a couple days. But it conveniently, they did it when I was disconnected on a camping tenting trip for a weekend. It's like they knew.
Yeah, they planned it out, bro. That was.
I was gone, and I came back to being tagged in a bunch of videos in the whole hashtag. And I was sitting at my table, and my girlfriend was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, I just showed her the phone, and she was like, "Oh shit!" And like I did this angry video and deleted it. And then I did another angry one. I was like, "Oh, I shouldn't do that." And then the one that I put out, it was still pretty angry, and I think I still called them pricks.
Were you sobbing uncontrollably?
No, I was angry. I was legit mad. Yeah, Carrie said, don't do it.
Yeah,
no,
there you go.
shave, never. Hi, Rod. How's it going? So are you really a Sabres fan?
The Sabres? I mean,
I wear the Buffalo Sabres shirt.
See, I don't throw the word Sabre around. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't throw the word fan around too much. I've seen their games and I like how they play. That's about as far as it goes. You know what I mean?
The reason I say that is because where we're from, a lot of people are Buffalo fans because we're about 4 hours from Buffalo. So it's just something that I've noticed. I'm not a Buffalo fan. He went to a college in Buffalo, not a fan. But I just see it a lot. So I was like, I didn't know if you supported Buffalo or if you just really like blue and yellow together.
No, I like the shirt, and I knew the team. That was about as much thought as I put into buying that shirt.
Nice, yeah. I was just curious. I showed it off to some people, and they were like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, tune in. He's a big Buffalo fan, yeah." And they're just like,
"You paid enemies for me, bro."
No, they're all about Buffalo.
Okay.
They're those Bills Mafia people. Like they jump through tables for fun.
Oh, I thought you disliked them. Okay.
So do you remember that one time that you challenged me to a dance-off and lost, and the whole TikTok world saw it?
I didn't lose.
Oh, come on.
Sorry. I won by default because my baby was in the video.
Touche. That's the reason you won. We're gonna have to do this again, and we'll do a rule: no using babies. And what I'll even do is I'll tuck up the beard. I'll tie it up and stuff, so we're almost at the same length.
Yeah, you're gonna have.
And the beard can't be the factor.
It's not fair. It's not fair. I can barely. I don't even compete. We're not in the same, even near the same category when it comes to this shit right here.
No, yeah, we're not in the same category, which is fine. But thankfully, in the beard world, a beard is a beard, and that's why they have so many different categories in all the beard contests, because this isn't, yours looks great for what your style is. You know how hard it'd be to do this and work on those big ass trucks?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it would be difficult. You'd end up beardless somehow.
Well, dude, to a ginger beard off.
No, we can't do that.
Exactly.
We can't do that.
There's different beards.
Yeah, it looks extra gingery with your white shirt.
It does look extra gingery. Thank you.
Yeah,
it brings out the gold shimmer from the sun reflecting off of it.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
See,
that's it.
Bills fans are like Beetlejuice. If you say it 3 times, they show up. I tried to tell you.
There it is.
Size doesn't matter. Just add extensions. Or
which is why she's gonna marry me when
yeah.
That's my fiance, by the way.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that from up there. Yeah, or a pop socket.
Oh, hey. That's so nice of her to say size doesn't matter. She really does love you.
She has to remind me because I'm very self-conscious about it. Okay.
So, wow, that just threw me off there. That's funny. Anyways, I'm not gonna make any more jokes.
Took a hard left turn.
Yeah, and we're almost at the end of the time, anyways, and we've taken up a lot of your time. So what we do at the end of the show is we feature you on the big screen, so everybody can just see how good looking you are. But it's your time to just plug anything that you want. Tell people what you have going on, where they can find you, everything that's exciting. It's all about you. If it takes you 30 seconds, if it takes you 25 minutes, whatever it is, we're going to put you on the big screen if you're ready. And it's your time to shine, even though the whole interview's been about you. But, all right, here we go.
Go to my OnlyFans. That's it. There
we had it. Guys, check out the OnlyFans. And he's done. He body drops.
I haven't made it yet, but when I make one, you guys, I expect to see all of you people in the comment section there.
All of them.
That's nice.
All of you.
Nice.
Maria better be there. Bill's Mafia better be there. Albert better be there. Tom, you better be there. Albert's laughing, and then he's scalded.
Do you groom your beard when you're on the toilet?
I do. I do the if it's stuck, it ain't smooth enough. So right now it's good.
Facts. So if you enjoy doing that, we got to calm down. If you want, you can come over sometime and just brush mine out for me. What you got there?
I got this beard oil, Isner Mile, beard care.
Nice. You have any affiliates or any beard stuff that you throw out?
The beard stuff that I have, I put it on my Amazon link, but this is just the stuff that I like to use because I like the smell and it feels good.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been rocking this cool comb lately.
Ooh, never seen one of those.
Yep. It's a company called Tabby. They actually they sent it to me with a cool little kit, and he.
I am wearing the Tabby right now. I like it. That's my favorite so far.
Yeah, he's got the oil and stuff like that. Oh, you like it better than the stuff I make? Real cool.
Not necessarily true. I just have more of it. I have to be gentle with yours.
Fair enough. So yeah. if you got nothing else to promote or anything else you got going on other than OnlyFans, obviously, guys, you can check him out on TikTok, AdriantheAlien, Instagram, AdriantheAlien18, and AdriantheAlien on YouTube. Show him all the love, and we can't thank you enough for taking the time. Hopefully, your first podcast was a good one, and I feel like there's a lot more in the future for you.
Hey man, I appreciate you having me. And honestly, like I've talked with my girl a lot about making my own podcast. And you kind of just gave me kind of a feel of what it's like, and I really enjoy this. It's like conversating and just having fun talking and
and if you ever need help, suggestions, anything like that, hit me up and I'll show you kind of the behind the scenes that we do, and then you're able to run it with you. I'm willing to help any friends anytime anytime you want, man.
Hey dude, I'll hold you up to that. I appreciate it a lot.
Absolutely. If I throw the combs, does it come back to you?
That's a good one.
Absolutely, Assassin.
You said earlier that you were nervous, but you did not. You did good, man. You did good.
Thank God that I'm naturally a social person. If not, I would be a fucking wreck.
And there's going to be some opportunities and some different segments that I have in the future that I'm going to try to hit you up and maybe make some guest appearances and just kind of have some fun and some and maybe some ideas on TikTok. We'll continue to collab, man.
Let's do it, bro. I'm down for anything. You know that. Absolutely.
Well, thanks again, man, for taking the time. Everybody, say goodbye to AdriantheAlien, and thank you so much. What a great episode. Hey! All right, have a good rest of your day, man. Thanks again.
Have a good night. Thank you for having me.
All right, see you, man.
Later.
Again, guys, that's AdriantheAlien. It's been scrolling down here. You can find him on the TikTok, the Instagram, the YouTube. Amazing dude.
Do you think his girl knows that he brought out their bedroom whip and that's what he was hitting with?
Yeah.
Do you think she knows? She probably put that in his hands like, hey,
promote that OnlyFans. Yeah. Promote that OnlyFans.
OnlyFans is just going to get crazy.
So we are pretty much at the end of the show, and the new segment that we're doing each end of the show is the Patreon shout-out segment. So if anybody wants to get a special shout-out at the end of every single show, there's a special tier for that for only $5. $5. You get a shout-out every single week. So that's like $1.25 a shout-out, except for that 1 month that there's 5 Thursdays, and you get that kind of bonus check. Then you get a bonus one. It's only $5. So as we know, Assassin Outdoors is one of the Patreons in that thing. So make sure that you go check out Assassin Outdoors on YouTube, Instagram, all the social media, and then you're going to find the link for the GoFundMe. Unfortunately, Assassin Outdoor was out on a hike, and his camera that he uses to shoot all like the YouTube videos and all the stuff that he does was stolen. So he has a little GoFundMe to try to raise money to buy something new, to continue to put out the content and to continue to promote his brand. So not only thank you for supporting us, Assassin, but please, guys, go show Assassin Outdoor some love on all the social media. And then the other Patreon member that we have is Beneficial 218. Benificial 218. Beneficial. Go follow him on TikTok. He's got the Instagram. He's all over the internet. Just a great dude in the same area. It's funny that Assassin and Beneficial are from the both same area in New York, and it's just pretty cool. It shows you how amazing the area that those guys are in. So thank you, both of you guys, for being a part of the show, contributing to help pay for this and keep this show going, that some of you guys, for some reason, continue to come back and watch it. And if you guys aren't watching it live, you're watching it now, and we appreciate you guys too, all the rewatchers.
Fact.
He's filming a king salmon video in 5 hours. Like, you're getting up in 5 hours and you're gonna catch some king salmon. Oh, and look at that. And Beneficial actually works with his cousin. That's awesome. So like I said, if anybody else wants to get their special shout out, whether it's their business, whether it's their brand, or even if you're just looking to get a couple more followers on TikTok, Instagram, whatever it might be, head on over to patreon.com/beardlaws. And that's what this segment is about. So we're right at that quitting time. So thanks, every single one of you. Thank you, Ben, for taking the time to come up here. You guys can check him out and all of his work at Big Bear Photo. He's on Facebook, Instagram, Model Mayhem. Go show him some love, and let's get him a couple commission pieces. He's very affordable, and he has some amazing work. Assassin Outdoors, go show him some love. He's getting up at 3:45 to go catch some salmon to make some videos. That's pretty wild.
That's
That's pretty cool.
Pretty great.
Pretty cool. Pretty wild. And yeah, thank you for popping in. Now go get some sleep. Go get some sleep.
Yeah.
Go get some sleep.
Go
and
sleep
thank
and then
you.
catch us some fish, would you?
Catch some fish. And Adrian the Alien, thank you so much for taking the time, guys. Go check him out. If you guys are on TikTok, you already know what he's about. Amazing content, great videos, and just an absolutely amazing dude. Thank you again for taking the time. And thanks to the fiance for not making him shave his beard off. Don't make him shave his beard.
Yeah.
That's just a terrible idea. And don't do the whole no nut thing. That's a terrible idea. We're not going to do that.
Disgusting.
And for everybody else that's still here or made it through watching the rerun of this or listening to it on the podcast, next week we have a special edition show. We have 4 great guests who have all been on the show that are going to be in for a special game night. We have Bites with Buddy.
Nice.
Matt Grork, the
Nice.
Grork Boys Barbecue. Clinton's Vatos, who was last week's guest, and Chunky Hustle. The 4 of them are going to compete in a special edition food type style trivia night that we're going to host. And it's going to be a great time. There's going to be a lot of interaction. We're going to work on some giveaways and all sorts of cool stuff. So episode 37 is going to be one that you can't forget. And the beard segment that we have is going to be Woolly Wizard. They just sent some stuff. And what I have in my beard right now is a Kool-Aid scent, cherry Kool-Aid scent. They're going to be on. We're going to talk to them. We're going to talk beards. We're going to see what they have going on and see how they've been affected through COVID and how they're able to come up with a scent that smells just like cherry Kool-Aid. So, and big shout out to Tom V right here. He actually he gave some money for some giveaways and some stuff next week for episode 37. So come back. You get a chance.
Great.
He is great. Great. One of the biggest supporters.
Tom, you're great.
We can't thank you enough, and we can't thank every single one of you that took the time on your Thursday to come back and hang out with us. So we'll see you next week, episode 37. Gonna hit you with the outro. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and hasta la taco.
Peace.
Stay safe. Stay bearded.